Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shell Craft One and my old barn door, and we're working on our collage series using our scraps and our stash. So in this video, what we're going to do, we have our collage that we worked on in the last video, and so now we're just going to decorate it. Okay, so what I've done, what we want to do is decorate it with what we have on hand, what we have in our stash, because you know, we have lots of things in our stash, right? I know I do, and I have like just drawers and drawers of little bitty tiny things and stuff to play with, and it's like you just never get to it. So I thought we'll just use it on these collage boards. And so basically I filled up a little bowl with some different kinds of little things that we can use to decorate with. Just little things like washi, little tickets, little scraps of paper, little words, stickers. I've got some Tim Holtz pieces in here. I've got some doily. I mean, they're journaling cards. You know, like this is a journaling card from a project that I didn't use. You know, and these things accumulate and they pile up. And so I thought, what better way, you know, to try and get rid of some stuff. I mean, I've even got some little tea bags and some cheesecloth, washi tape. This is the ribbon that I have from like the 80s, that vintage ribbon. So we're just going to play around with what we've got in our little bowl here. And the reason I do like the little bowls is so that I don't get, again, I don't get so overwhelmed with my whole stash, because sometimes if I do that, I just kind of freeze up and it's like, okay, what do I do with all of this? So, but if you just use little bits and pieces at a time, that kind of helps to narrow down your choices, and sometimes that helps more than having a big huge choice to choose from. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take a few of these randomly. I'm going to take a few of these pieces out. Let me grab something to come in. Alright, so we're just going to grab a few of these pieces out to use in our project here, so that we still don't get so overwhelmed, because I mean that's a lot in this little bowl. There's still a lot of goodies in this little bowl, and if you try to use them all at one time, you're still going to overwhelm yourself. So there's like an old journaling card. This is some washi fabric, a little yo-yo, and this is a vintage yo-yo. I've got some tea bags, some fabric. There's some stickers, some little Tim Holtz butterflies, some of these cute little tags my sweet friend sent me, some little punched out shapes. So we're just going to pull a few of these out. Ooh, and I've got some stamps. All right, so let's not get ourselves overwhelmed. Let's just start with what's in the plate, okay? So this is a good amount of stuff to decorate this smaller size little collage board. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my little sponge here and my little bowl of glue. I'm going to sit it here so that I can reach it. And I'm just going to start randomly putting things down. Like I have these vintage hello stickers. I mean, how cute is that? So let's just take the sticker back off of it. And we're just going to pop him down somewhere on our collage board. And we're just going to kind of do this at random. So like I've got a stamp here. So let's just put a stamp here. Whoops. We kind of got sideways with him. Alright, and then we have, this is like a little piece of ephemera, so we can just decorate with it right here. So let's just add some glue there. Now, this collage board is still wet from our last video, so it doesn't matter if it's wet or if it's dry. Here's a little ticket, so we can just add him at random. You can wait until they're dry and add things on that way, or you can go ahead and just start adding things. And basically this just kind of dwindles down your stash and helps you get rid of some stuff. Now here is just a little tiny strip of fabric. So let's just put him down in the middle here. Now fabric sometimes can be a little harder, and the sponge actually works better with the fabric. So we're just going to lay that down. Here's a little Tim Holtz piece that says special delivery. Let's just add him right in here beside our little piece of ephemera that we put down. And really and truly, I'm not even thinking a whole lot about what I'm doing. I'm just getting some things down on my master board to decorate it and to make it look a little prettier. This is a little punch that I punched out of some of my handmade paper that I made. This is a sweet little tag that a friend had sent to me. So I thought it would be cute on here, and I like to kind of put it, you know, in places where you can see it, you know, where it can kind of bring itself out. So let's just kind of put him right in here, and we're just randomly laying things down. Here's one of the little Tim Holtz flower pieces. Let's just add it in over the top of our music here. And my hands are sticking to the page. Now you have to glue these pretty good because they, the Tim Holtz pieces are a little bit thicker, so they have a little bit harder of a time laying down. Here is, if I can get it out, a doily piece. Let me wipe my hands off, because if I try to touch this doily while I'm so sticky, it's going to be bad. Alright, and so I don't want to use the whole doily, and this is a pretty good thick doily, so I'm just going to cut it in little pieces, just random little pieces. Okay, and maybe we'll cut this one in half too. Okay, and then we're just going to put it randomly across the board. If we have enough glue. So we'll put a piece of doily here, and then let's put a piece here. Now you use a lot of glue when you're doing this, but it's okay. Okay. And then we can put a piece up here. Let's put a piece right here. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. And as you start adding things, it just kind of starts coming together, and you'll see it in a minute. It's not coming together yet, but it'll start in just a few minutes. The more you add. And I think we've got enough doily on here. We don't need that piece, so we can move on along. Here's a sweet little Tim Holtz butterfly. Let's go ahead and add him in somewhere. Let's try to put him right here. And again, it takes quite a bit of glue for these because they're a little bit thicker. Okay, and here's just a little piece of a tea bag. So we could use him maybe right here and then add something on top. So let's do our tea bag here. And it doesn't have to be glued all the way down, or it can be glued all the way down. And then I have this little piece. This is from my Farm Charms little sheet. And so, ooh, and I also have a piece of cheesecloth. So let's lay the cheesecloth down into our glue. We'll add a little bit of glue there on top. And then we'll add our little Farm Charm little piece. And then I'm getting glue everywhere. I'm sticky. I have these little flowers. So let's just add him on there too. And stick him down. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. I kind of got a lot of stuff on my desk. Alright, and I'm just going to keep on adding stuff. So see, here's like just a little circle that I had cut out. Hopefully you can see that. You know, just little random bits and pieces that's like, okay, I'm getting overwhelmed with random bits and pieces. So what do I do with these? Oh, you know what? No wonder my doily wasn't sticking good. That was a double doily. Okay, I was wondering why it was so thick. Okay, so what we need to do is take our doily and just spread him out, because now we have wet doily and we need to use it. Okay. Alright, let me see. So see how this is peeling up. Oops. Oopsie. That's okay. Be alright. We'll put him over here. And these doilies are so thin, they glue down fairly easy. Okay, so let's glue this one down. And then this one is doubled. So we need to take that top one off very carefully and smush him down a little better. Smush him down a little better. And then let's just put him right here on the bottom edge. Whoops. Well, okay. Well, we pulled that piece off, so we'll just use it up here in the corner, because why not? All right. So then we have one of these pretty little Tim Holtz pieces. So where do we want to put him? Let's add him down here at the bottom. We're going to add him right on top of this doily. Hopefully y'all can see. And again, because it's a little thicker, you're going to need a little extra glue on there. Okay, so now you're starting to see it kind of come together. This is a cute little Tim Holtz piece. It's like a little tag. So let's put him right here kind of with these doilies, I think. Okay, I have cheesecloth stuck to my finger, literally. That's great. I can't get it off. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. So let's just kind of add him right in here. And it really doesn't matter if you spill glue, because you can just swipe it up with your sponge and use it. Okay. Let's see what else we have. We have this little piece. I'm going to wipe my hands off real quick so I don't stick my hands to the scissors, because I want to cut this piece a little bit smaller. And basically what we're doing is we're just adding elements throughout the master board, or the, the master collage, to kind of give it a little decoration and a little something special. Alright, where do we want to put him? And again, it doesn't matter if you already have like decorated paper in the space that you're going to put your little extra piece on. Don't worry about covering something up, because you still know it's there. It's in behind there, but you can still see bits and pieces of it. Okay, so we have this little, a little extra little journaling card. I mean, really and truly, what would I ever use that for? So let's just put him right here. Okay, so we're just going to add that into there. And again, sometimes you have to use a little bit more glue if it's a thicker piece of paper or a thicker element. Let's see what else we have. We have a cute little journaling card here. Where can we put him? Let's put him over here, because why not? So we're going to get a little more glue. And again, don't be afraid to cover something up. Doesn't matter if you cover something up, because you're still going to see little bits and pieces of it in behind whatever you're covering it with. Okay. But this will help you use the things in your stash that have been sitting around forever. And if you're like me, I have like multiple drawers full of things that have been sitting in my stash forever. And I'm running out of room. I'm tired of them. I'm going to put this was a Kool-Aid dyed coffee filter. And I'm just going to put that right there. And then we're going to put this little this little round piece, just kind of right there layered on top of it. It's just basically, you're just basically layering different things into your project. Okay, here is another little Tim Holtz butterfly. Where do we want to put him? Maybe right here? Yep, let's put him right here. And you don't have to use everything that's in your bowl, you know. You just use what you have in your bowl until you like how your collage board looks. And then once you like the way your collage board looks, then you stop adding things in. Alright, so here I have some fabric washi, and I'd like to use some of it on there, but before I can, I'm going to have to wipe some of the glue off. Because we get really gluey. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this piece off. And I'm going to trim this piece off because it's just annoying me. Okay, now those pieces can go in the garbage. You don't have to save every little bitty scrap. Alright, so I'm going to cut a small piece of this fabric washi, and then we're going to try and see if we can get the backing off. Sometimes I have a problem with getting the backing off, and if I do, I just use my little X-Acto knife, but this one looks like it's gonna come off. Okay, so where do we want to put this pretty little piece of fabric washi, because we're not going to actually need glue for that. So let's put that right there. I got this fabric washi from Lisa. She's handmade from Lisa on Etsy and YouTube, so if you want some of this, go check her out. Okay, so we have that, and then I have these cute little stickers. And you may notice that you have to kind of keep going back on your Tim Holtz pieces and pushing them down into the glue until the glue starts drying. But once the glue dries, they should stay pretty good. Alright, so I have this little, this is a washi sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get the back off. Sometimes these are a little difficult to get the back off of them. There we go. Alright. Okay, so now we just need to decide where we want to put him. Do we have somewhere that looks kind of empty? Let's put him up here in the corner. Kind of right here. And really and truly, you're just randomly laying pieces down. Now I have some of these teeny tiny little tags, and I had a little piece of cheesecloth that was tangled up in there, so we're going to go with that. Let's just go with it. Let's just use that, and let's lay him over here. Can y'all see? Alright, and so we're just going to lay him down there with that cheesecloth in behind him. And I'm just kind of joining him up with that ticket there just to make it look like it's like a little cluster. And I'm going to push him down kind of hard just to make sure he stays good. What else do we have in here? See, our little bowl is almost empty already. So we can pull from, oh, let's put a little flower here too. Okay, so now I want to just kind of stop for a minute and take my time and look at my master board and see if, you know, there's somewhere where I feel like it needs something. And the last thing that we're going to do, once we decide if this is all the decorating that we want to do, and it's just basically, it's up to you. It's whatever looks good to you, you know, because it's your collage board, it's your project, and you get to do it any way you want it to be done. Okay, so I'm thinking I kind of have as much big stuff as I want on here. And so now I'm just going to, I want something that's going to kind of make it all cohesive, kind of bring everything together. So a lot of times I'll take some washi and I'll just put some washi all the way throughout the board just to kind of give it a sense of oneness, you know, that it's all the same. And so I'm just going to take little random pieces of washi and just put them throughout the collage, and you'll see that it's going to kind of bring everything together somewhat, and it doesn't have to be in the same orientation. You can either go up or down with it, but I'm just going to start sticking washi randomly throughout my board, like right here. And you can use the same kind of washi, or you can use different kinds of washi. It's completely up to you, but I know that we all have boatloads of washi that we need to use that's probably been sitting in our stash forever and a day, and so why not use it on our collage boards? Okay, let's put a piece there, and we'll put a piece there. Let's put a piece here, and why not put a little piece here? Now I have that washi, and then I have this whole tub of washi. So let's just pull a washi out of here. I'm just going to pull a random washi. I like this one, it's pink. And do y'all have these little teeny tiny washies? We're going to use those, or try to use some of them. Let me find some more, because I know I have multiple ones of those little, like these. These are hard because they don't stick good after a while, but they're very pretty, and so we keep them. We all do that. We keep them because they're pretty, but then we never use them. Alright, so I'm just going to pull some random washies out, and we're just going to lay some washies down in random areas like here, and then let's use a little piece, if I can find where it unravels or opens or whatever you want to call it, so we can layer pieces of washi, maybe. Okay, there we go. Alright, and again, you're just kind of doing it in a random type order. So let's see, where else do we want some washi? Let's do some right here, and then let's put a little piece of green with it. And if you need extra glue, you know, you can put extra glue for your washi. These seem to be sticking pretty good because it's still wet, so that works out pretty good. Alright, so let's use a piece of washi here, close to our little red butterfly, just to add a little something to that grid paper there. And then we can take a smaller piece of the purple and add it in. Y'all, I have glue all underneath my fingernails. It's kind of gross, sorry. Hopefully you can't see it too bad where it's grossing you out. Okay, so we're just putting little pieces of washi here and there. Let's put a piece here, and let's put a piece of green here. Let's use the pink. Where's my ending? There it is. We can use a piece of pink here. And as you start seeing the washi in your project, it kind of starts bringing it together for you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put another little piece of green there so that stands out a little more. Use a piece of that right there, and maybe a piece down here. Let's see. And you realize, you know, you start realizing that you're using up your stash and things are coming together the more washi you lay in. Okay, let's put some green up here, and then a little short piece with the green. And it doesn't matter if everything matches. Everything doesn't have to match. I'm just laying some random pieces down. I'm going to put a piece there. Oops, I bumped it with my head, sorry. Okay. I want some more of these pinks over here somewhere. We'll put him right here. Let's put a green down here on the bottom. Sorry y'all can't see the whole thing. We'll put a green right here, and maybe a purple with the green, just to kind of bring it out a little. Let's put a pink up here. And you just keep adding this until you feel like you've got it where you want it. I mean, there's really no rules to it. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just basically you just keep adding until you feel like it looks like it's all supposed to go together. All right, I want to put a piece of washi here. Right there. And if you need to go over it with glue, you can, you can do that as well. And it doesn't matter if you put the washi over, your little pieces that you've already added. That doesn't matter either. It's just whatever floats your boat, really and truly. Let's add a piece there. Let's do some of this pink over here. Let's see. I'm going to add that piece there. I think I need some more green up here. So we're going to put a piece of that green with that pink, and it looks good by that green butterfly. All right. Now it's okay. You don't have to just keep going fast, fast, fast. You can stop and look at it and assess, what it looks like, and if you like it, and if you don't, then you can add more to it, or well, you really can't take stuff away unless it's just a washi. The washi's about the only thing you can take away from it. Let's put a piece of this washi here. Let's put a piece of this plain purple here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm adding enough washi to where as I look at the board, I can see washi pop up in little spots, and it looks like it's all supposed to go together as one cohesive piece. All right, so I think I'm good with washi. And so the last thing I kind of want to do is I want to do something else that's going to make it look a little more cohesive. And I want to add something that I have quite a bit of. And I have all kinds of stamps in my collection. And so I think what I want to do is just go back through and randomly add stamps throughout my board. And I think what I want to do is grab a brush to do that with, because the stamps are so small I don't need a whole lot of glue. So hang on for me. Okay, I just wanted to grab a brush so that I can just brush little bits of glue here and there to wherever I want to put my stamps. Okay, so I'm just going to start taking my stamps and adding them randomly throughout my board. Okay, and it doesn't really matter what the stamps look like. I just want to get them on the board. And I absolutely love stamps. You can do this with stamps. You can do it with tickets. You can do it with a little bit of both if you want to. But I'm just kind of adding them randomly throughout the board. With little bits of glue. Okay. Let's put one here. And you can ink them if you want to. I don't tend to take the time to do all the inking, but you can if you want to. It doesn't matter. I'll add some more stamps. Okay, let's see. Let's put one down here. And it doesn't matter if they're fancy stamps or pretty stamps or what have you. They can be just the plain 20-cent stamps or, you know, whatever. It's just basically whatever your preference is. I just kind of like to have some that I can randomly use, that I don't have to really say, oh, well, I want to save that for, you know, this certain kind of project, or, you know, whatever. Okay, so let's put one right here. And I'm just getting little bits of glue on my, let's see, I think I want to put a stamp here with this washi. So I'm just going to kind of go, can y'all see what I'm doing? I'm just going to kind of go over this washi with my brush to make sure it's going to stick down good. And then I'm just going to add that stamp right there. Some of these are really cool stamps, actually. Let's put one here. And I'm just going to keep adding them until I feel good about it. And you don't want to get so much that, you know, it overwhelms the page or anything, but let's put one over in this corner. I love that photography stamp, probably because I used to do photography. And then, you know what? Sometimes if you want to add a little color, you can put a couple of stamps together. So you just kind of keep adding and adding until you feel happy with it. And then once you have all of your elements on the board that you want on there, then you're going to let it dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to add a few more stamps because I just want to add, you know, just a few more. But we're running out of time on our video. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a video for now. And then I'm going to let this board dry. And then we're going to come back and we're going to cut it up into our projects and make some things with it. So on the next video, I'll come back and we'll start doing that. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun with it. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope y'all have a great day. Please like and subscribe for me. Big hugs.